Hello, welcome to Texas Lone Wolf page for Red Source for Red Pill Truth, nothing sugarcoated. Today we are going to talk about the phases of women hitting the wall. When they're born as a little child, they go through changes as they grow older to mature. All right. See, women mature faster than boys or men in the 20 up to 20 plus up to 30 or something like that, where men start getting the hint. The time is going, Father Time is either going to bless him or curse him. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and let's discuss women hitting the wall in phases. All right, usually this happens to modern women who wants to, go out, work long hours at an office job, and then she sees a nice guy and turn around, oh, well, nice guy, I don't see you for a husband material. I'll see you for just a friend. Let me think about this. And usually what happens is, now, I need you to take note about this, okay? When women hit the wall, okay, it's a matter of time before reality hits them from the back end. Okay, now, we are going to go and see exactly what we mean by this. Okay? We're going to see exactly what we mean by this. I need you to pay attention. Now, here, have a seat. My name is The Wall, and you are beautiful. Blank will be paying back me. Suggest to handle yourself and attitude accordingly. I am undefeated as well, and I promise that you won't be able to be the one to prove me wrong. It's just a matter of time. Now, that statement right there is referring to Father Time. All right, you see, now let me explain this to you. You might have heard of Coach Greg Adams, of course. He talks about it's a buyer's market, seller's market at one time, okay? Now, right now, the most average female who call the nice guys lame, corny, now they're doing good. They've been rejected, put on the back burner called friend zone. They're doing good. They are doing great. Yes, they are doing great. Let me tell you what happens. Now, these young females, when they get into the, unless they start developing, they start starting of their menstruation cycle, probably around 8 or, about 8 to 9 or 10, somewhere in that range. Then they start developing, turning into a younger version of a woman. Turn around, they get hit on by just about every boy on the block. They see the term called gigachads or bad boys. Now, bad boys don't offer nothing, but they keep their confidence up. Most of the time, these modern females in that age group, not all of them, but some of them, okay? I'm going to say some of them. Now, this could be very, very harsh at times, but I don't want to make it this way, okay? How you take care of your body determines what you're going to look like when you turn older, all right? Now, when you hit 18, you walk that high school stage after being indoctrinated, fed lies by the public school system that's been altered with the curriculum to run you through school. hand you a piece of paper, hope you're going to get a job with it. All right? Now let's take a look at this. And these same girls or same women that turn 18, they come across a nice guy. Nice guy said, hey, you look nice. Could it be possible that we get into a relationship? All right. Usually what this modern woman would say in the 18 to about 27, in that range, age range. Oh, no, you're corny. You're lame. The night guy said, well, I'm making this much money a year and I'm getting started. Well, no, you're corny. You're lame. You don't meet my standard. You don't meet my expectation. I want this man your age to have 6 figures, has a expensive sports car, expensive mansion, and then I'll be yours. You know what man owns that? A man in his late age range. And do you honestly think he's going to look at you, 18 years old, and try to make a bet with you? Usually after he's been through divorces, been taken to the cleaners, been taken for child support. Let me tell you, men take time to mature when they're from 20s to 30s. They take time to mature, all right? Now, what I'm saying is, you got to be careful. You got to be careful down there. You got to be careful. All right? You got to be careful. Now, okay. Now, remember I said about these same girls that rejected the nice guys, put them in mental prison called friend zone? Usually when they start hitting the wall about 30 to 40. Listen, 40s is the worst age a woman can be in. I mean, daddy time or father time, opposed to mother nature. See, when the female starts developing between the ages of about 8, 9, or 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and so on, Mother Nature blesses her with everything that will attract everyone to the yard. Everyone. She blesses her. Ding! Yeah, she blesses her with everything. Just right there. Bam. Matter of fact, women are born rich and die poor. Let me explain that. From 18 to around 27, 26, 27, party years. Want to go out and get drunk, party, smoke weed, do drugs. Now I'm going to warn you, this might be a little bit intimidating. But what you do when you're young, you will pay for it when you get older. You will pay for it. Well, let's just say what you put in your body, like alcohol after, shots after shots in the bar, looking at cute guys. You know what I'm saying? Then you go have one night stand, and all of a sudden, and usually in that age range, you end up with unwanted pregnancies. Guess what? Then the guy burns off and tells you, I got to go somewhere and I'll be right back. And he burns off. You never see him again. You see where I'm coming at? Then turn around 27 on up to 30. You're getting invisible on the dating market. All right? You are getting invisible on the dating market. And that, my friend, I do not wish to happen on anyone. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you up front, you might want to get ready for this. When you have a child, the chances of getting a good man is very slim to none. It's very slim to none, okay? See, when you're childless at 18 to 27, when you're childless, you have some little bit of remaining SMV available. That little bit, when you hit 30, it's going to go poof. Or actually, I take that back. When you hit 35, boom, it's going to go poof. You're not going to be able to get the hot guys that you got when you were younger. 35 on up to 40. This is where the real thing starts happening. Start getting into menopause, hot flashes, flushes. You know, you just had a shower a while ago, right? But it's just too late. Father Time's working on you. He's going to tell you, hey, you owe me. Okay, here, I'm gonna alter your vocals. You used to have nice feminine vocals. Now you got masculine vocals. Oh, look at that shiny hair you got. Oh, let me sprinkle you some gray magic on your hair. Then you start getting gray hair. All right? All of a sudden your menstrual cycle up to 40 starts getting interrupted. You know what happens? That fertility is done. It's poof, over with. Father Time said, that's mine. I'm drying your eggs up. Then you try to go on the dating market, all right? This is a fierce market out here. I could bet when you were, 18, 19, you can get any guy you want. When you hit 40, you'll be lucky if they look at you once and said, no thanks, I don't want that. No thank you, I don't want you. And most men who's already done maturing has already read you a mile away. You can go crying to him. You can go crying to him and say, hey, I need someone long term. I need someone to save me. I'm afraid nobody's going to listen to you. All right? Now, what the sad part is, now here's the sad part. Are you ready for the sad part? You're invisible on the market. Then you start by demanding this, demanding that. You start demanding everything. And I got bad news. I had to take that off. Sorry about that. My bad. But I had to take that off. I'm fixing to fix this up to where you can see everything in entirety. And I'm going to read it to you. As a matter of fact, I need you to understand that this is going to be brutal. All right? I'm going to read this to you, all right? I want you to pay attention to this. All right, let's open it up. Let's read this. This is going to be a game changer. All right, are you ready for this? Now, let me see this. Oh, okay. Now this is working just right. Now, if a woman hits the wall around 28, 29, before I go further, I need to explain what I mean by the wall. And listen to this. I'm going to speak to you with the red pill truth, nothing sugar coated. Now, this is what the wall really is. 28, 29, before I go further, I need to explain what I mean by the wall. Others will take it to mean that the wall is physical decline, in which case you could argue all women hit the wall around 24, 25, which their bodies start to sag, gain weight. I'm sorry to offend you on that, but they gain weight. Their metabolism can no longer keep up with the poor lifestyle choices, such as eating junk food, drinking soda waters, eating loads of candy. Okay? The metabolism slows down. We're doing it in phases. It can, lack of exercise, overconsumption of alcohol, drugs, sedentary lifestyle, etc. Usually partying time, all right? Actually, it can happen when you're in your mid-20s. Your value will start to decline. I don't define the wall as a true women start to decline. Women's looks start to decline subtly. The looks would start declining between 30 to 40, all right? That's when it's going to start going downhill fast. And anyways, I just want you to understand, when women it starts subtly by the time they're in their mid-20s, but the value as potential partners begin to increase in that range. But if you have a child, some men won't even take you seriously. All right? It might sound like an oxymoron, but how can a woman physically begin to decline? You know, like sex appeal? While the value of partner increases simultaneously? So really, let's go ahead and take a look on this. Now, a woman's timeline is right here, my friends. So this is this is a typical American woman's timeline. I'm not picking on women now here. Age 18, 21, college. The banks were they're laughing their way to the bank, making money off you. Then guess what? You think marriage is bad? Wait till if you took out student loans to pay for a degree, that will not be promising, really. Then you got this amount of huge debt you got to pay the bank. Then age 21 and 24, early career, retaining most of their physical attributes while maturing. Emotionally, was still pretty young, naive, and immature. These two age range is usually the time they get knocked up with at least one kid on the way, or two kids. And then something happens. Either her and the guy break up, or the guy secretly does a DNA test and find out the kid's not his, and he breaks up the relationship and she's on her own. So yeah, we still get pregnant in this age 25, 29. So your mid-career, your physical attributes begin to decline after life experience accumulates, while emotional maturity should begin to crystallize. 30 to 35, danger zone. Rapid declining physical attributes pair with less flexibility in terms of adapting with a partner. Now that right there, from here to the end of life, they need security. And men, when they hear that, security, they run. The good ones run. The ones that have been put in the friend zone, they run. So yeah, actually, to be honest with you, now it's time to illustrate the simple fact that small area where a woman retains most physical attractiveness while offering enough personality, life experience, and other maturity to be desirable long-term partner, wife, mother, roughly 4 years, 25, 29. You need to understand this, women. You need to understand this. If you really want to have a family, find you someone that is well prepared. Perhaps 30, 35-year-old men. Let me tell you something. They're starting to listen and starting to mature quick. Now, this is going to be a real painful pill to swallow. How men evaluate women. When you said that the nice guy is corny, not, you don't take him serious. He's offering you a good lifestyle. When you get married to him at your age of 18 on up, he's going to make you his wife indefinitely. And seeing people who actually stayed together for a long time, been married for over 30 to 40 years. They work on problems together, all right? There are going to be problems in marriages. It takes a strong husband, strong wife to work through them. So, okay. Now, this is what men evaluate women at the age range between 18 and 25 or so. Most men don't take a woman serious enough to consider a lifetime partner. She's more likely building a career, going out to club bars, and more interested swiping on dating apps than even thinking about things, marriage or having kids. Not to mention, she's not going to be a very interesting, engaging person to talk to. She has no life experience to share with an older man who is looking to settle down. This is a hard hitter right here. Okay, not to mention, provided they don't have a kid while they're being single moms, they have a chance at getting a decent partner at this age right here, 25, 29. They have a chance. So therefore, between age 25, 29, where women are most attractive, have the right mix of everything: physical attractive, personality, life experience, maturity, to attract a man as a long-term partner. Past that point, they're short and slippery slope to nowhere view, aka single forever. Just remember, if you go to clubs and bars in this age range, the nice guy has been sitting there watching you. Hopping from one carousel to the other carousel. If you're a modern woman, that is the stages that they go through. They hop from carousel to carousel to carousel. And remember, too many in the body count diminishes your SMV, which is sexual market value. So this is a fierce market out there. Go ahead and laugh and downvote my video, but there's going to be some men out here actually going to stay glued to the YouTube screen and listen to me talk about this women hitting the wall, all right? And also, I just want you to, learn that this is going to be brutal. So when a woman hits 30, the stigma is attached. She's just a small number. Many men, including those that have passed 30s to 40s, have poor experience in dating their women in 30s. To recount the last women in 30s, one man tried to date. One goes over several weeks without offering an explanation. probably got back on the carousel. I don't know. Maybe her phone got cut off for irresponsibility. I don't know. No one knows. The second told me she's going through personal issues, probably going around to clubs and bars. Could not give that up. But all she is for recreational use only. She's going to try to find that Disney tale Prince Charming. She ain't going to find that. I'm telling you, she is not going to find that out here nowhere. Disney animation movie lied to you. It lied to you when you were growing up. Feminism lied to you. They're saying that you're oppressed. They lied to you. I hate to break news to you, women. The only one that's oppressing you is you and feminism. When you paint your hair different colors, actually you're giving out hints. You're telling everybody you're a toxic person without even saying it. You know, when you dye your hair red, purple, pink, blue, you're telling everybody to stay away from you without even saying it. Your appearance matters. So usually when women hit this age, they turn around and they cut their hair short like an onion head. That, my friend, I'm sorry to tell you this. You know, cutting your hair that short like that and making your hair look like an onion head, you eliminate all stakes for men to take a look at you and try to give you a chance to date them. Remember, your hair, long hair, men are attracted to women that do have long hair. And when you cut your hair short, you cut off all chances that you could have to get a man short. Which, by the way, women with long hair are more feminine. Oh, second of all, you go around with that little bull nose thing in your nose and piercing in your head, piercing in your nose, piercing in your lips, trying to go look for Mr. Right. It's like buying a brand new car with marks and scrapes and stuff at a full price. The value has declined in the 30s. All right? It declined rapidly. So, and third basically told me she wasn't looking for a serious relationship. That, my friend, she has zero chance to find a date. But I tell you what will happen, okay? Instead of dating up, she's going to have to date down to the youngest men that will be willing to take her. And here's the problem. The young men are not ready. The younger men, aged 18 on up, are not ready for a relationship. See, men are born poor and die rich. Obviously, the men in upper age that has that's the bag, is not looking at you. Okay? Now, let's go ahead, go on. Let's go on, shall we? See, it's no wonder why many men flat out reject the notion of dating a woman in their 30s. Most of them have unresolved personal emotional issues, bitter, damaged, or just don't know what they want in life, lack of maturity. This is a bitter pill to swallow. All right? This is a bitter pill to swallow. All right? Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk more about this here, okay? So, Now you might say, hey, wait a minute, no, women want to be married and have kids. Well, you know what? You're right about that. No one can argue with nature or Father Time approaching your doorstep, taking stuff away from you. And that age group right here, that age range, 30s and beyond, he's getting started. Now you might say, hey, wait a minute, not all women want to be married or have kids. They still want to date around, fool around on dating app, try to sleep with hot guys that you met out at clubs or bars. See, that right there indicates you're a fast woman if you do these things. You're a fast woman. You don't even, you burnt out what's called pair bonding. You burnt that out of your system. And, of course, I've read somewhere, somebody said, it's none of your business about body count. Hey, wait a minute. You get 0 body count, you don't even get a divorce that much. Up to 10, women divorce around, I don't know how many percent at a time. You have 20, the average is higher. 30 beyond, going on up, it's roughly 50%. Now, okay, before you go off and call me misogynist, okay, let me illustrate the logic to you here, okay? Stay tuned. I'm going to illustrate some logic. Let's just say that you go to a place, a matchmaker's trying to match you with someone else that you're looking for. Let's say you have no standards to raise, except maybe you got to be authentic, got to be real. But anyways, I got to let you know this. You might say, hey, wait a minute. Okay, you're right. You can fool around and all that, try to sleep with hot guys. You meet out at bars. You burn out your pair bonding ability to bond with one man because you rode the carousel. But you got to realize one thing. If you're positioning yourself as basically a bedroom fun partner, then your value is high as your physical attractiveness, which, by the way, declines day by day, month by month, and year by year. Now, let's just say that you went to somewhere in person to a matchmaker. And you put on what you want. It's a dating market is fierce. All right? The dating market is fierce. Now, I'm telling you, and here is the kicker right here, okay? Let's say you're a 35-year-old woman who's given up on the idea of having kids. Well, between 35 to 39, you say, oh, yeah, you can have kids at the age of 50. No, you cannot. You're going to be going through a change in life called menopause. You're going to be going through menopause before you're 40, onward up to around about 52, 53 when it'll stop. Okay? So you meet another guy in your range. He's handsome, has a good job, charming, friendly, doesn't want kids either. He has no timeline for marriage. He's not looking for it. He would date a 35-year-old woman, all right? You might get him. If all he wants is a warm body in bed, would you? He would seek out a younger woman in her 20s. This is where men in the 30 to 35 has an advantage. They have the option. And many women who are in this age range know this. They often throw this up, are you going to leave me? They know by nature their worth is not of value. All they can do is offer bedroom fun. About it. Now, I mean, to be brutally honest, 35 on up can, if she's in the mood for it, provides bedroom fun. Now, I want to tell you this. Sure, without the crooks of childbearing, a woman has no real value to a high quality man besides engage in bedroom fun. In which case, a high quality man can certainly attract younger women who can provide just as much bedroom fun and probably more energies in a younger body. Now, remember, I did a video. Two women cannot live in the same roof. What Texas on? Yeah, they can. Oh, okay. I'll give you what? I'll give you about 1 to 3 months. They're going to be arguing, bickering. One's got one better idea, the other one's got another idea. They just ain't going to get along. And I tell you what, a huge fight's going to break out because women are naturally enemies of others that are women. They're naturally enemies of each other. I'm going to change this, all right? Now, I just altered this a little bit, all right? In Nowheresville is a common place where women already smash right into the wall with fertility being cut off. All right, they complain about lack of good men. Listen. Good men have been there, but you put them in the friend zone. Now, it's just like putting yourself on the lot and hoping you can find somebody to take you home and marry and be a wife. It's not going to happen. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you this. When women hit the mid-30s, pregnancy is in the danger zone. It's high-risk pregnancy. You could be carrying a baby, all of a sudden get miscarried. Then you're scarred from a miscarriage. You just wonder why this happened. Duh. Look at your age range. Are you 35, 36, 37, 38? I know of a woman who is 39, carried a child full term. The child is healthy. She's lucky. She's very lucky that she had a healthy child at that late age. She's very lucky. Now she has 3 kids with 3 baby daddies. It's a sad situation right here. I'm not going to name no names for privacy purposes. But she hit the wall hard. She's got dark skin patches. She's probably 40 years old, 40-something years old. Going through menopause. Had to turn on the sensory air, turn it off, and turn it on, turn it off. Sweating after taking a shower. It's very embarrassing. At least she's getting bitter. So, let's read this. In truth, good men aren't looking for them. All right? This is a red pill truth. There's nothing sugarcoated. This is right here. It's a truth right here. Good men are typically in their 30s with good job, careers, looking for a wife. They're going to look for somebody younger than you. They're not going to eventually marry and eventually have kids with it. So why would he pick a 30-something-year-old woman? Why would he do that? Why would he want to do that? Now, here's something else. If a woman is past 35 to 40, she gets pregnant. I mean, if Father Time wreaks havoc on her body, If he did, he would easily be 35. So she would be easily 35 at the time they get married. What's the age? Woman's fertility is in rapid decline. 35. Her chances of getting pregnant is lower. Her chances of having a high-risk pregnancy are higher. Her chance of giving birth to a child with birth defects is higher. Higher, yes, I did say that. Higher. And not only that, the woman could pass away and be taking a dirt nap with complication of pregnancy in that age group. Now, if you get a party girl and you marry her and she's in her 20s, I'm telling you, the chances of her divorcing a good man is high. And she'll take the child support through peer pressure influence, through the lawyer telling her, hey, you want to make free money? File for divorce, I'll help you get started. We'll serve your husband. Start the proceedings. Then you go to the judge. You tell the judge that we're not compatible for each other, blah, 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 blah. You want out of the marriage. No fault. Usually that happens. Now, take note. The perfect sweet spot for a woman, for a high-quality man, 30 plus, looking for in a woman in mid to late 20s, the perfect sweet spot is that's a perfect one right there. Provided if she ain't went to a college or clubs and bars and party. If she's a party girl, high-quality man's going to just leave her out there on the streets. Usually at that age, they'll cheat on a high-quality man, then get slapped with regrets as a karma. You know, women in their 20s, that's a fun girl. That's a fun female. All right? So, she'll never find a husband. But this is a wall that they're attractive into their 30s. They will attract two types of men. Much younger guys who don't have access to women their age. Not much older guys who've been left behind and deemed not husband material. AKA bad boys. In between, men at their age and high quality aren't looking for someone who comes with so much baggage and will soon be too old to have kids without considerable complications. In other words, this dating landscape that we're talking about is... Now, we got 20-year-old women out there competing, getting guys like bam, bam, bam. Then we got women older trying to go act like they're high school kids and put on this little innocent facade. Nobody's paying attention to you. You see? Now, all right. Now, we're going to talk about consequences of hitting the wall. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Let me pull this up. Oh. All right, here we go. Consequences of women hitting the wall means she's at the age and condition of life where men no longer see her as desirable, especially the men she wants and thinks she deserves. You know, entitlement mentality, the modern woman. She's probably around 35. She's likely divorced with at least one kid. At least one kid. One. She's a single mother. No high quality man would take her serious. She played the field. Okay, she played the field, sold her wild oats, and got pregnant. Got married too young, married the wrong kind of guy. Had his child. So, and deep in debt due to poor financial responsibilities, she's likely to have a low-key alcohol pill problem. She's a hypochondriac. You know what a hydrochondriac is? Person who self-diagnosed them without a doctor checking them out. Or she's obsessed with working out, trying to desperately hold on to her youth and looks. Let me tell you something. This is the reality of the wall. Let me tell you something else. I'm going to go back. I'm going to scroll up a little bit, all right? Her looks and youth and looks, it's declining fast. If she was never fit to pretty to begin with, very high body count, all the women lie about this. They do. She's likely to play victim who's been used and abused by all the men she's been with, bad boys included, or the Giga Chads. Any kind of Giga Chads she encountered. Or she'd be angry at men over her own self-made problems. Typically, a woman who, she might say she's looking for a nice guy to settle down with, a type of guy that she wouldn't have anything to do with when she was in her prime. No, the prime was 18 to 20, 25. And I feel bad for them when they crash and burn. They had to file bankruptcy to get rid of the bad debts. She'll have a hard time getting help from the government. Be told that she has to go work in order to get food stamp benefits. It's a rough world out there, my friends. Now, I got some more to show you. All right? I got some more. I got more. I have more stuff to let you hear. All right? Are you ready for it? Now, here's a particular woman who's having a hard time dating, okay? Are you ready for it?
Getting frustrated. I know that's not a curse word. I'm just so frustrated with just the dating world in general and men in general. What happened? Where did all the men go? Men. No, boys. Not the boys. I'm looking for the men. Men under the age of 50. Men, anyone? Do you exist? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself here, and so far, I'm really not having any luck. And
under 50. See, she missed a point right there. So, she missed the point. Did you know that? She missed the point. And so women usually go to hit the wall in different, they found us 3 stages. And remember, the sage stage, they're still looking for that Mr. Right, but nobody's paying attention to him. So, anyways, now, I need you to take note. I need you to take important note. All right, I need you to take note. When a woman hits the wall, usually game over. So, it's a matter of time before it actually happens. I'm going to go ahead and put this up. So, when a woman hits the wall, it's game over. It's not going to be beneficial for her. What's going to wind up happening to her? I tell you what's going to wind up happening to her, okay? She's going to get a house of cats. So, she gets cats. So, she becomes a cat woman. A woman wrote this piece on Medium. Women, don't worry about hitting the wall. You're going to be beautiful. You're going to be all right. Really? I don't think so. And I feel sorry for the poor cats. Because they're going to have to put up with all that miserable fighting and bickering, raging. It's going to be horrible. Now, I need you to know this because what's going to really happen, it's not going to be good. So, anyways, let me go ahead and let this thing here roll, and you go ahead and watch this. Watch this thing here, then I'm gonna shut down the stream.